Hey everybody, how's it going? So today has nothing to do with the farm, nothing at all. Today we're gonna go get my grandfather's boat. So my grandfather passed away a couple of winters ago. It was in January, and I was told that I could have his boat. I don't even know what kind of boat it is. I think it's a little John boat, but I'm not sure on that. So me and my aunt were talking about getting this thing, and I'm busy this weekend. Well, the weather's bad this weekend, and then I got a weekend and she was busy. Then she got COVID and she passed away. So I never thought that I'd see the opportunity to get this boat again. Well, then when my dad passed away, my other aunt, the aunt's sister came down and was talking to me about it, and I said, yeah, I'd still be interested. So they asked me to hurry up and go get it because I guess someone is interested in the spot where the boat sits, they want to sell that spot, get rid of that spot, so I'm going to go get the boat. So today we're going to go get Pa's boat. This is Operation Pa's boat. So it's not going to have anything to do with the farm. So we just thought that it'd be fun to see what kind of adventures we can get into today. I don't know if there's power there. I don't know if I can cut the lock off. I don't know if there's air in the tires. I don't know what kind of boat it is. I don't know what kind of trailer hitch is going to be required. So we're going to be gathering up all these pieces and parts and hope that we get all the right ones, because it's about a 45-minute ride. Not too far, but far enough that, if you forget something, you're not just running back to the house to grab it. So we're going to start with the air tank. I'm going to fill this sucker up with some air and put that in the back of the pickup truck. We got a whizzer in there that we're going to take in case there is power. We're going to get some lock cutters, tire gauges, take all the different contraptions of trailer hitch that I have, all the pieces and parts, and we'll see what we can come up with. So enjoy our journey with us and laugh if you must. Okay, you can see we got some tools. We got a set of English and metric speed wrenches, hammer, some miscellaneous screwdrivers, a set of sockets. We have a jack. I don't know if I'll need a jack, but if I got to jack up the nose of the trailer or something, I got it. I got some extension cords. I got my my whizzer, which again, I was told there's no power there, but maybe there's power at a pole somewhere nearby. So we got a lot of extension cords. We'll see. We got the 3-size hitch, so that way we're covered. We got a couple tie straps. So, we don't even know what we need. We don't know what we're getting into, so we're trying to cover all bases. The air pump is cranked up and ready to go. I'm going to let it sit on the plug, though, and keep the charger, or not the charge, but the pressure in it as we're getting ready to go eat breakfast. Once we have breakfast, then we're going to head out and see what happens. It's kind of like Roadkill. You ever watch Roadkill? That's kind of what I feel like, except this thing don't have to run. It's just got to roll. It's got to roll like 45 miles back to my house. So we'll see what happens. If nothing else, it'll be fun. Just the adventure. And we'll see how it goes. It's I don't know. I didn't have a channel back when I did the Operation Cougar. So I went up to Wisconsin and got the Cougar. But let's hope this goes a little better than that one, because that one we had sub-zero weather and snow and ice, and the alternator went out on the Yukon, and it was February, and it was a fun time. So no, it was January. It was January, and it was a fun time. So anyway, it was a fun time though. It was memorable, and that's the thing. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna go get this thing, and just follow along. Okay, well, we made it up to the marina, and there's the boat. It took us a minute to find the spot, but that's it. Been here for quite a while. The last tag on it is 2018, so it's been sitting for 4 or 5 years. So we're gonna see what we can do with it here. So the first challenge is gonna be, those things are flat. Yeah, will they hold air? We don't know. Do these lights work? We don't know that either. How are we gonna get that thing up off the ground so we can tow it home? It does look like the boat is secure on the trailer, so that's good. I'm not too worried about that. Up here, well, we're in luck up here because, well, they had the key to the lock, so we don't have to cut anything. So that's good right there. So, all right, so we got the boat. We're here. That's Pa's old trailer. I remember, hasn't been touched in 5 years. But I never did get to come hang out here with them. Got invited a couple times, but never made it. But anyway, this is kind of cool to be here, to actually be here for a minute. And you gotta love that right there. Pa has a propeller of a boat sticking out of an oak tree. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm not sure what that used to be, but it used to be cool. I can promise you that. So That right there, though, that is a cat's meow. All right, so we're going to see what we can do to get this boat hooked up to its ride home. So I'm just going to show you a quick video of inside the camper. This thing is old. It's been sitting for years, and you know, and it was old before it started sitting. But you know, this is the last day of a chapter. I've been instructed by my aunt to turn the keys into the office at the marina here when we leave, which means no one in the family will have keys to this anymore, which means we are actually closing the book on a chapter of my family history, which is kind of crazy to say. So I thought I'd do some video of it because this will be the first time and last time I've ever been here, and I could just hear Paul laughing in this place. Telling stories to his kids and his grandkids and his great-grandkids, and I don't know that the great-grandkids ever made it up here, but I could just hear him sitting here telling stories and laughing like Pa could laugh. So I just thought I'd do a quick video and show you all the mess. But to me it's not a mess. To me it warms my heart. So alright, back to work. I'm going to see if we can get this boat hooked up to this Yukon and see if we can get it across the mountain. If we can get it across the mountain, it'll have a home, and who knows, maybe I'll figure out how to restore a boat. Alright, so we got this thing hooked up. We got the ball on there. We got it out of its hole, meaning that the tires had sunk down into the dirt and the ground and the leaves. So we got it pulled out of its hole. We got the motor up, and we did a little redneck ingenuity there to make sure that that thing doesn't fall, because we bumped it as we were putting it up and it just fell. So we put that in there to kind of wedge it to keep that thing from falling as we're going down the road. You can see the big divot that it was parked in. That tire's flat. The other tire actually has some air in it, don't it?
Yeah, it don't look too bad.
Yeah. So, all right.
We're almost halfway there.
Yeah, we're ready to. Oh yeah, it's half flat, so it's got a little bit of air in it. Those tires aren't that old.
No, they don't look old at all.
No, they're not dry rotted, so that's good. All right, so we'll see what happens. We might actually get this boat down the road and get it home. Going to get your grandpa's boat. How cool is that? Does that thing still got air in it?
It had like 10 pounds of pressure.
No, I mean the air pump.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we still got above 90. We're way
Okay,
good.
good. So it held air. Awesome. All right, so that saved the day. All right.
Trying to figure out how much to put in these Kendas. So I'll just do like 35. No, more than 35. That's still pretty low.
All right, so here we go. We got some air in the tires, a little bit. The left side is at 40, the right side's at like 28, and then we ran out of air in the air pump, the air tank. But we're rolling. We are rolling. So move it on out. There we go. All right, so we got about a 45-minute ride across the mountain, and if all goes well, we'll have this thing home. How cool is this? All right, next stop is air in that tire. Yeah, there we go. That'll be our next stop. All right, here we go. Wish us luck. All right, there it is. We made it home. I'll put her next to the other girl. So she's home in one piece, and yeah, it needs some loving. So we'll see. Get some good weather and get out here and take a look at it, you know. And I don't know if I'll be able to salvage it or not. I don't know if it's worth salvaging or not, but we'll see what happens. But no matter what happens, today was fun. It meant something to me to go get it. So at least we'll have a shot at it. So that's our trip today. Sunrise Farms. Give us a like. Okay, so before we wrap up this video, I want to show you a couple things that we grabbed from the trailer while we were there, a little camper. My aunt, I called her when we got there. It's like, hey, is there anything you want out of here? Because we saw that, you know, there's a lot of stuff in there. And she said no, that her and Jan, my other aunt, had gone through it back when my grandma had died before Pa had passed. And, you know, it's pretty much cleaned out. So she also said, if you see anything you want, go ahead and grab it. Well, we did. All right, so I'm going to tell you a story about all these things. That's a big $2 bill. Now, I don't know the story behind that $2 bill. I don't know why that was hanging in that camper. But I know when I was a little boy and I had a paper route, I used to save my $2 bills, and then I would give them to my grandma, my Nanny Jean. And then when I got older, she gave me a lot of them back. And then when she passed, my aunt sent me an entire envelope of $2 bills that my grandma had saved. Some I had given to her, some she had saved over the years. So my grandma, my Nanny Jean, she just liked to collect $2 bills. So I have a few, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 of them, I don't know. They're locked up safely here at the house. But how cool is that? I'm going to hang that up in honor of my Nanny Jean. All right, so then we move on to this right here. This is the repair book for the engine that's on that boat. And as you see, 71 to 89. So I have no idea what year that boat is, but we're going to find out very, very soon. Okay, moving on here, tables of integrals and other mathematical data. Okay, now I don't know whose this was in the family, but that's some pretty intense stuff right there, okay? Irrational algebraic functions. Okay, I'm already lost when it says irrational, because if it's not rational, I can't figure it out. But the cool thing about this is it belonged to somebody in the family, and like I told my son, I said, you know, we don't show it, but there's some really smart people in this family. All right, let's move on to these clocks. You know, my son laughed at me. He's like, Dad, really? Clocks? I'm like, no, you don't understand, boy. I said, when I was a kid, my grandparents had a clock just like that one at their house. Now, maybe that is the same clock, or maybe they bought another one. I don't know. But that thing glows in the dark at night, and I can remember laying in bed, seeing that clock staring at me as it glowed in the dark at night. And then these little West clocks, these were such a thing in the 70s, just so simple. A little button down there, you set the alarm back here. Such a simple clock from the 1970s. Probably a collector's piece, probably worth some money today, but that's not the point to it. The point to it is I remember these being at my grandma's house when I was a little tiny boy, and I think it's neat that we found them. A hat, I don't know the story behind the hat, but it's Huntington, West Virginia. It's Benefit Wholesale, and it's a hunting hat, and that's pretty cool. We're going to move over here to this lamp, okay, and we almost didn't get that one, but as I was going in to lock the place up, I saw that, and I realized in the dark that that is a piston. How cool is that? So I'm like, John, you want this? And he saw what it was. He's like, that's a piston. Yeah, Dad, I want that. So we grabbed that. And then we got the bow. Don't know anything about it. Don't know if it works. Don't know if it's real. Don't know if it's a toy. Know absolutely nothing about this bow, but it was hanging on the wall. And my son said he's always wanted a bow. He's wanted to mess around with bows. So we'll grab that, and we're going to see what happens. And how cool would it be if my son learned to shoot a bow that was his grandfather's. And then finally, this is probably the coolest thing we found. This is an old Bible. And it says right there, Charles Runyon. This was Pa's Bible. How cool is this? The New International Version of my grandfather's Bible. He's marked in it. He's highlighted things in it. You know, that's his handwriting. There's notes in here. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what this is. Mary Abad from 1988. Philadelphia Free Will Baptist Church. How cool is that? Charles and Jean Runyon. Notes right there. The bookmark right here. And then more underlines from Pa. So I'm sure my aunt missed this when they cleaned out that trailer. So I'm going to make sure that she knows I have this. And if she wants it, I will definitely get it back to her. But that is a 1978 Bible. That's how old that thing is. Hardcover. That is really cool. If she doesn't want it, it'll definitely stay in the family. I got my dad's Bibles. Nana D gave me those, so my son has a small one, and I have the bigger one that I used when I have the smaller one that I used when I spoke at the funeral, and I have those. How cool would it be to have my grandfather's Bible to go with my dad's Bible? Okay, so we won't get emotional. We just wanted to share these things with you. What a day. Just what a day. I just really felt connected to some family today, some family that I miss dearly. I felt connected to my son, who I love doing these kinds of things with. I told him, I was like, hey, boy, we're getting pretty good at this. So we went up to Wisconsin, got that cougar, now up to, the northern part of Tennessee to get this boat. And, maybe we should just start doing this. He started laughing. He's like, yeah, Dad, but we got to go do it on things we don't want to keep. I was like, yeah, okay, you got a point. So, anyway, it was just a really cool day today. So thanks for letting me indulge in sharing these with you today. And I hope you enjoyed the change up from just farm related stuff today. Kind of neat, fun day. The weather cooperated. We had some sunshine. It was a little cool, but not too bad. We got some air in those tires. Got them down the road. Took the 2-lane back so that way we could go a little slower and pull off and let people pass if we had to, rather than get ran over on the 4-lane. And you know, basically we just brought it across the mountain. That was it. Over the lake, the man-made lake. Then once we got across that, we went up the mountain, come back down the mountain, through the holler into the house. And if that don't sound country, I don't know what is. And that's really cool for me because, you know, I'm still just a city boy, but it's really cool to talk like that because that's not just me trying to be Southern. That's really what we did. We went over the lake, across the mountain, through the holler, and to the house. And that's just really cool. Great day today. Great day today. So excited that I was able to record this. And if nothing else, I have it for all time. And I can go back and remember this day. So, you know, if anything comes to that boat, we'll definitely post it here on the channel. So stay tuned to the channel. Give us a like, give us a follow, tell your friends. And I hope that you enjoy it. Give us some comments too. If you got something you'd like to share, a story you'd like to share, something like that, we'd love to hear from you. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on Sunrise Farms.